You're so bad, you don't even understand it.
I'm so happy to be so bad. Phil deserved that, doing that with ace-9.
Tony, can you please shut up?
Explosion's about to happen.
Bring the trike!
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the best of the big game. He's Joe Stapleton, I'm Chris Rose, and I can guarantee you one thing. The two of us get along a whole lot better than Tony G and Phil Hellmuth do. So buckle up for safety. It's the Phil Hellmuth and Tony G show.
Action folds around to Tony G. Ace-5 offsuit, a raise to 1,200. Pocket nines for Phil Hellmuth. He calls.
Sentimental hand for Mr. Hellmuth. That's the hand with which he won the World Series main event back in 1989.
Well, if I was Tom Juan, I would really play that. Here you go.
Ernest folds.
You love to tango.
Check.
You checking already?
Yeah, I check.
Hellmuth checks in the dark. 4, 5, 6 on the flop.
I check.
Tony G checks with 5s.
That's a dangerous flop.
King of diamonds on the turn.
Phil's nines are still best.
bet
Tony's picked
1,000.
up the nut flush draw, bets 1,000.
I better make it 2,000.
Check raise for Hellmuth to 2,000.
Just 2, yeah.
I raise the pot.
And Tony G says, I'll make it 9 grand.
This is a decent sized 3-bet, doubling the size of the pot, but since this hand really isn't made yet, a bet this size is intended to try to get Phil to fold rather than to extract value.
Total is 9,000.
Phil checks him again. Yep, still 9s.
C5, right?
What are you feeling, Phil?
D65.
Tony's poking the poker brat.
You feeling it? You got me covered.
Tony G's trying to rep a big hand with all this talk. Doesn't look like Phil's buying it.
Hellmuth makes the call.
What do you need?
I need a diamond. What do you need?
You know what I need.
It's a queen of clubs on the river. Check by Hellmuth.
Okay,
Check by Tony G.
that's good.
He doesn't lose with that hand. That's the Hellmuth special.
The sick thing is I was rooting for him to bet 25,000 on the river. Just so I could snap call, yeah.
I would have.
If you get there.
Just so I could snap call, and then I was going to make some loud proclamation. I was going to make some loud proclamation about how you better not try to bluff me today, but now
Give
I
you the whole
can't.
speech.
You can't make that.
I can't make the proclamation.
I would have moved all in if the right card came, and you wouldn't have known, so...
Yeah, well, that's true.
If you'd have moved all in, you'd be stacking them.
Yeah.
4 hands later, these two stayed at each other's throats. Tony G shoved all in with trip jacks and talked Doyle Brunson into making the call, drawing dead. Then Tony G turned his attention on Mr. Hellmuth.
Reload.
How sick is that?
And Tony G will double up.
How did I guessed his hand too? Because he said 2 8s, I guess. No, you've got some chips.
That was a good read.
He's got like 70. How much you got?
I lost. No, I bluffed Phil. It didn't work. At least he didn't have aces, right? I'm gonna clean you out. I'm gonna clean you out, baby. I'm gonna do it to you. I'm gonna wipe you out.
Keep sticking 8,400 in with Jack 10 offsuit when you're.
I will do it on 100 stack. When it's 8.4% of your stack, it's not even like 6%.
I would have busted you, don't worry.
You would have busted me. You feel good. I love you. You're the best, Phil.
You guys are the
I have to
best.
clean you out every time I play with you. I love it. Oh, I'm gonna butcher you so badly. I hope you got lots of rebinds.
You're the worst player at the table. You don't
I
even know
love
it.
to be the worst player.
That's
but
what I
I have
love.
the most fun.
You're so bad, you don't even understand
I'm
it.
so happy to be so bad.
Hellmuth's mood would change very quickly in this classic hand later in the game. Phil got his money in good with trip 9s against the loose cannon Ernest Wiggins, only to lose 2 of the first 3 runs. We pick it up with run number 4. A queen on the turn.
Jack! There's a jack!
You want a jack? That would be
king.
fair.
King or a jack, one time. There's what, 3 jacks left?
Right now.
The final river card. It's a king!
That's real! He hit 3 out of 4! He hit 3 out of 4!
That's
with the worst hand!
You're the best. Hey, baby.
Why is everyone so happy except Phil? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Huh?
Oh, yeah. That'll work. Yeah. If you do it once, you lose the whole lot. And every time you did it an extra time, you won a higher percentage of the pot. If you did it twice, 50%.
Phil deserved that. Doing that with ace-9.
Tony, can you please shut up?
The bike's coming.
Why? He's having fun.
I mean, come on, Matt. You just want to rub salt in my wound every time? Show some class. Show some class.
But the hand.
That's it, right?
You're a professional. You're not meant to play like that.
I thought he might have tons full. That's the way I think, okay?
but
Now, you
pre-flop,
want to make fun of me?
you're a
That's fine.
professional. Ace-9, that's
You want to
worse
make
than
fun of me?
King
That's
Jack.
fine.
That's worse than King Jack.
When you got so excited, I thought maybe you flopped tons full. That's all. So, I mean, these people, they
Would
don't...
have been better off.
These people,
We got a day in. We're part of day again.
we're in the van.
Ask Doyle. Ask Doyle. I mean, this is the way I play poker, so...
This is not a good move. You know I'm calling you with ace. What are you doing? You're putting 12% of your chips in.
I put in 74,000 like a 7-1 favorite. What do you want?
Daniel loves that.
That was so funny. Jeez.
You got quartered.
You get all that pretty money, buddy.
Wow. Gotta be kidding me. I'm an easy target. You know, Tony G will tell you I'm an easy target. When I see people like Tony G, he's crossing the line too much. And so I'm just kind of smacking him back over the line because if you don't stand your ground, they're going to be right up in your grill all the time. So I say, get back to your side. Show some class. Show some etiquette. Get back on your side of the fence, son.
Welcome back to the best of the big game, where the Phil Hellmuth and Tony G show continues. We bring you the next bunch of hands exactly as they happen. Honest, we did no editing. Enjoy.
I'm sorry, I want to win a pot before this day's over.
He's going to earn it.
Now, Doyle's not going to play this one. Ace-3 suited for lock.
We should have had a draw, too.
Raises to 3,000. Tony G calls. So does Phil Hellmuth. The loose cannon Ernest Wiggins gets rid of his hand. And the straddler calls.
This is a good opportunity to, if I could win this pot, I'd be de-steamed
This is the
in one hand
exact
from
situation where you won with ace-3 of spades, except you limped and he raised.
Nice read, Phil. I guess he's been getting life coaching from Obi-Wan Kenobi.
3-King-10 on the flop. Goes check, check, check over to Tony G. He bets 7,000.
Betting his flush draw. Hellmuth calls with top pair.
Daniel folds.
that. Deja vu. Deja vu. Look at that, Daniel.
Bottom pair not good enough for Phil.
That's sick.
Down to 2 players on the turn, which is the 6 of diamonds. A check by Hellmuth.
That is 25,000.
Bet of 25,000 by Tony G.
That's a big, big bet. All Tony's picked up here is another draw. He's got a flush draw and a gut shot draw. He's trying to win this pot with pure aggression. He's more than likely steaming from losing that huge pot to Daniel a few hands ago. If Hellmuth is the NIT they say he is, this bet just might work. But if Phil would only look just a little to his right, he might be able to see the smoke coming from Tony's ears. Now, even though Tony has bupkis right now, he does have 12 outs. If Phil calls, Tony could still get there. Don't forget, young Padawans, Phil's a Jedi now, and he can dodge bullets, even with the blast shield down.
Well, I guess he's folding now, because I think Tony saw his hand.
Yeah, when Tony sees his hand, it's harder from the call.
Phil folds.
These aren't the cards you're looking for.
Good, you showed bluff, Tony.
Folds the best hand.
Nothing to show.
You can show it. I had King Jack.
Say the
Oh,
river,
my
please.
Lord, he folded top
See the
pair.
river. I would have missed.
Would you say you would have missed?
I love Tony G.
I would have missed. I believe him, too.
I don't.
I'm with Phil.
It's fun, more fun to believe him.
It's more fun to guess what, if I showed one card, there'd be no mystery. Now it's like, you know, I could have had something, I might have had nothing.
Good lay down, Phil.
Thank you, Doyle.
Remember the hand? Check him out on TV. Yeah.
The post-mortem.
I mean, if he had me beat, I felt like it was a little unlucky. But
Down for double again. It is down for double, too, believe me.
Action starts on Doyle Brunson. Folds around to Tony G.
All right. I raise it 1,000.
Raises 1,000 with 5 high. Quick re-raise by Phil Hellmuth.
Bizarre small re-raise from Phil Hellmuth.
Ernest Wiggins is out of the way, so too is Daniel.
Things can get nasty at the end, right? The river was wild.
It's a bizarre raise because Tony's definitely not folding.
6-9-4 on the flop.
Check.
Goes check, check.
Now Hellmuth checks top pair.
2 pair now for Tony G. Bets 4 grand. Phil calls.
Looks like Phil may have been trying to set a trap with top pair of nines. Now calling with the worst of it. May have trapped himself.
Please.
And Tony makes a full house on the river.
10.
Call.
That's 10 grand. Phil calls.
call.
Sees the bad news.
He has a full house.
You didn't raise?
At least maybe we'll get the blow up we're all waiting for.
I know you got a flush.
The 9. This guy's raising.
He's got a
raising.
9. You drew.
Explosion's about to happen.
Bring the trike. Need the trike. Oh, you can't drive a bike.
God, it's
The wheels
extraordinarily.
are off.
It's just so unlucky. I'm really getting sick of this. 4-5 offsuit.
Please. The game all evens out.
Bottom pair against top pair. Bottom pair against top pair.
Come on,
Where he's going to pay me off another 7,000, 8,000. But no, he fills up and wins 14 for me.
You're a disgrace to the game.
Where do you come up with that?
I'll tell you, can I tell you one thing, Tony? Can I tell you one thing?
No, you're a disgrace.
Can I tell you one thing or not? Or are you just going to interrupt me? Because if you interrupt, go ahead. I just won't say anything. But I think you want me to talk, right?
Why don't y'all book each other?
I just want to.
I offered him 2-1. He didn't want to do it.
I just want to tell you something, Tony.
2-1. Yeah. I offered it to him. He said.
You offered me what?
I offered to book you.
Hey, Tony, let him. Let him. He's not. You see it.
Phil Lack. Phil Hellmuth wants the floor. Speak, Phil. Oh, cat got his
Did
tongue
I
on his head.
not offer to book you? Phil, the truth.
2-1? Oh, no.
Yeah, how do you like it? How would you like it? You know what I would have done if I were getting booked? I would have insured that hand, and I'd be up 100 right now, and you'd be dead.
Why didn't you get booked? You could have insured it.
Because
I would
I'm-
have given you
because I'm
insurance
knitting.
as well. I provide a service.
Can I tell you something now, Tony? Or, I mean, can I say a word? I mean, I can say it, okay. No, I want to tell you the truth. You just hate being told the truth. That's what you hate.
No, I don't.
Tony, let him talk. I want to hear. I'm curious.
Can I tell you one thing? I wish that I weren't a bad loser sometimes, but it's 10 times as bad to be a bad winner. And you're a bad winner, my friend.
Isn't the world made up of all kinds of
like
people?
80,000 in the ground. He's stuck right now.
He's actually losing.
I'm losing 100,000.
He just rubbed 4-5 in my face and told me how bad I played and whatever, and I'm a disgrace. That's a bad winner. You say what you want to say.
Action continues at this table of friends.
You up. It's working.
You want to defend that, go on record?
He's not a winner.
Doyle Brunson calls the straddle.
He's losing. You're about even. He's losing for real.
I got a straddle.
He's not a winner. He's losing.
So does Phil Lack.
Everyone's a winner, Phil. Everyone. All of us are here. All of us are winners out of life.
Tony G checks.
That's what Daniel said. I'm a winner at life. You're a winner at life. You're a brilliant person. You've done great. But not cash games are not your forte.
The flop.
It's not your fault.
He's good with the. He sets him up and he punches him pretty good.
When I first heard about a table and that Phil Hellmuth was going to be participating in the lineup, I was ecstatic. It's like winning the lottery. I just love to play against Phil because he talks and that he's the best. He's a good person, that there's nothing against him, but he's not in the elite league. And I want to show everybody at home that you can come and beat him.
Phil Lack folds.
1,000.
Tony G raising with 6 high to 1,000. Phil Hellmuth, ace-king calls.
Tony G's decided to rock up.
Action folds around to Doyle Brunson.
He wants to know where the VBTD chart is, voluntarily blaming the dealer.
Doyle calls.
It's not easy.
Tony's still shaking his head. Queen 7 deuce on the flop.
Tony's flop bottom pair, and it's good for once.
Doyle checks. Tony leads out, bets 2,000.
Lost my mind trying to play hands like that.
Hellmuth makes the call with 2 overcards.
And Doyle is out. Queen on the turn, board pairs. Tony bets 5,000. Phil calls.
Seems like Hellmuth's the only guy Tony G can make a hand against.
Tony G checked in the dark. Phil Hellmuth checks after the river, and Tony G wins a pot.
Phil Hellmuth probably should have re-raised pre-flop with ace-king, especially after knowing the wide range of hands Tony's likely to be in with.
Come on, Tony, smile. You just raked in a solid pot.
What is that? What are you showing? Is he showing how to play ace-king with a short stack? Is that the way you play ace-king?
Buddy, you're so tilted, I'm going to just lose more. If I re-raise, you're going to call with 6 deuce. I know that.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
You know
I've
what I
done
mean?
that all day.
You have. You're so tilted, it's crazy. If Phil Locke had ace king, an ace would have come, and you'd bluff every street and just give him like 70,000 for no reason. Same thing with Daniel, but no, me, you hit a deuce.
What? I hit a deuce when?
Well, folks, there's just one hand left, and it's a classic. At this point, both Phil and Tony were stuck big time in the game and looking to get it back against one another. Joe, you think Tony G has gotten under Phil's skin?
You know, Chris, I think Tony just may have found a chink in Phil's 11 gold bracelets.
Yeah, Phil has 11, in case you didn't know. Action begins on the loose cannon, Ernest Wiggins. Queen 6 gets rid of it. Daniel folds.
Here's this again. I'm sorry.
I feel like you, dude. I feel like you right now.
Ace 8 for Phil Locke. Limps in. Big slick for Tony G. Raised to 2,200. Pair of 9s for Phil Hellmuth.
Phil's 3-bet many times with worse hands than this. I'm guessing we're going to see a raise.
Making a stand.
Yeah, I'm thinking about making a stand here.
You don't have the guts to raise.
I love the Tony G. Phil
You don't
Hellmuth
have
show.
the guts, you know
guys
that.
make me happy, you know? I want to go on a picnic with you two guys.
Phil knows he's supposed to raise. He also knows it's pot limit pre-flop, so Tony probably won't fold.
I'm going to raise it up a little
Whatever,
bit.
hand here.
5 more.
To 7,200. Locke folds.
Hand radar strong. You know?
I make it whatever. I make it 25.
Way too much history between these guys in this game this week for Tony to just call with ace king.
There you go. Enjoy that one.
Phil has just over 46,000 left.
You're pot committed.
Phil's definitely not pot committed.
What can I have here?
He said, yeah, I mean, I kind of feel like I have you here.
That one. Get it in.
It's priceless.
Push it in.
The pump fake,
Okay.
it goes for it.
Quick call.
I got a pair of 9s.
All right, so it's a flip.
Ace king, you missed pair of 9s. Wow.
Just one time?
Some gambling.
Good luck to both of you
You guys
guys.
are running it once?
Once.
One time.
This is your
all
hand,
the
though.
cheese. Hellmuth could end up a winner
Yeah, you double up here. You're a
on the
winner.
big game. Very possible here if the 9s hold.
Phil, you only running it once? You only going once?
Tony G
He
wants
said
to
he only
run
wants to go once.
I'm going once.
Tony only want to go. Okay.
Tony G's like,
Tony, didn't you enjoy the 4 times?
Maybe I
man?
want
Come on, man.
to see if I can eliminate him. I got nothing to lose. It's like a free roll. I run it twice.
He's on a free roll.
he's on the Tony G free roll.
What's the fun of that? I've done that already. I've tried that. I'm happy if Phil wins. I'm happy for you. That's the best you could do.
It's the best you can do.
Tony G's been waiting for a chance to knock out Phil Hellmuth all week long. To the flop, Jack 5 tray.
Safe.
Oh, there's
Safety.
2 aces burned, I think.
A 9 would be good.
A 9 would be
A diamond is good no matter
safe.
what.
Very safe. There's nothing
I'm
to
not
worry
safe
about.
yet.
Nothing to worry about.
9s are holding so far.
Diamond, yeah, that could get you.
On the turn, a 5 of clubs.
Too easy. You've got it.
Okay, now I want insurance.
I'll give you insurance.
You will?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take it.
Insurance is a side bet where you basically bet on yourself losing the hand.
Well,
Wait, hold on. I'll take it
hang
for
on.
12,000 to whatever. I'll give you 10% juice.
All right, to 12,000, you got 10% juice. Let's go.
Yeah, so I could win 40 or
I've got
50 or
10%
60 or
juice.
whatever. Yeah, 12,000 is what you would win. I would win a lot more.
The river card. There's Tony's ace.
He's from space.
Okay, so 12,000. Yes, I finally won an insurance bet on high stakes.
Minus 10%. We'll work it out by the end of the show.